You want to play?
Yeah, I need to talk to you.
About what?
It's just so impossible to talk to you. Is that
There's not that much to talk about, though.
I need to talk to you. Yes, there is a bunch of shit to talk about, like a bunch.
Okay. Right now? Wait. You want to go to the hammock?
I don't want to talk here because. And then, like, it's probably. Probably tonight.
Okay.
When you feel like everyone's sleeping, we can talk in the gym room or something.
Okay. Oh,
Why is it so wet?
I don't know. It's weird, right? It's like cold and wet outside.
Joey.
I think I'm getting tired now. So what? It is midnight.
Yay. No.
I think I'm gonna go lay
My
down.
heart is set on lemon pound cake. Yeah. That's why I did not eat a cinnamon roll, because I want this fucking lemon pound cake. Not really.
All day.
I-
You started the lemons this morning.
Oh, yeah, that was this afternoon. I prepped my
real quick.
lemons. Oh, good night. Love you. My peanut. My Vito peanut. Peanut. Go get a good night's sleep. In your, have you looked at it? Is it okay?
Good night.
Yourself, sir?
I'm gonna go try it out right now.
Next door.
Yeah, if you
weird
need
not
extra
sleeping next
stuff,
to you.
we'll find it. Don't hesitate. Come right back out here.
Which
and
one are
we'll-
you in? Hers?
Hers.
Yeah. Did you find a fitted sheet to put on it, though?
No, I'll probably just do that tomorrow, maybe.
Well, then what are you sleeping on?
There's blankets on top of it.
That's it?
And I brought my comforter.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you. Smooth as fuck.
What? Where will I?
How many cakes does that come out to be?
This is it's just a little something that goes on the top of,
Oh.
I mean, they're loaves, like, so. Yeah.
It's gonna be good. That was one of the recipes from the fridge, right?
Well, I loosely based it off of the banana bread recipe. Because remember the bread that I made that was not banana bread, but it was kind of bread that I made for Scotty's French toast?
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of like that. Because it's like a pound cake. Damn, was that even... Food or like throwing groceries around makes me sad.
Oh, hey. Did I hear a button press? Maybe.
Come upstairs. Hang out with me. Take a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think I'm talking about?
Wasting groceries. You know, the norm.
That's fine.
That you went to bed.
No, JC was up here showering. I think he really just wanted to talk to me.
What did you say?
He's like, I've been trying to get you alone to talk to you for forever, but it's like everyone's always up here. He's like really concerned about like not having built good relationships with like us.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I can't tell you how many siblings you have, or well, not that. He obviously knows. he was just like, I just don't have good relationships with like your side because I was so busy like trying to like kind of like manipulate the other people.
Yeah.
And now that they're all gone, I'm like so worried because he like doesn't know us that well. He's like, I've been trying to like hang out with like Brett and get to know him better, but I just feel like I've spent so much time on the other side, like listening and working and planting stuff, that I like, kind of like screwed myself over. And I was like, I don't think so at all. I was like, I know that the reason why all those people went home was a lot of your doing. Like, you had a huge part of that. And he's like, well, I appreciate that. And then he was like, I'm just like, I can't be happy right now. He's like, all I think about is like, in the next few weeks, we're gonna all be like turning on each other. He's like, we have like 1-2 weeks left of like easy people to send home. He's like, then it's gonna get like ugly. He's like, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, it like makes me so sad. Like, I can't get happy. I don't know what to do. Like, oh God, I don't know what to tell you.
He's definitely like freaking out. He definitely is feeling exactly how he thought he was feeling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta like reassure him that he's on our side.
Yeah.
He probably wants to hear like, no, dude. He's probably trying to get that out of us. Like, no, dude. Like, you're me and you to the end. He's probably trying to hear that from some
Yeah,
people.
and I wasn't about to say anything. He's like, I don't have like final 2 or final 3 with anyone here. Let me turn this thing on. Hold on. He's like, I don't have a final 2 with anyone, but I didn't want to like say like, you know, I have your back or anything. I was just like, you know, us 5 are just gonna have to like battle it out, and whatever happens, happens. He's like, I know, and I just hate it. It makes me so sad to think about that we're all gonna be like turning on each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, it's the game. He's like, I know, it's the game. It just sucks. He's like, I just feel like I can never get happy now because I know it's about to happen, and I don't want it to happen.
He probably knows he just like hasn't won competitions. Probably like losing confidence that he can.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Because I mean, he still can, so we still gotta like reassure him.
Yeah. I think he's down about that too. I don't know. I didn't really know what to say to him. I was trying to make him feel better, but at the same time I wasn't going to be like, you know, I would never put you up, because I probably would have to very soon if I had the opportunity.
No.
Has he said anything to you?
He did tell me when to talk to me. So it'll probably be the same kind of thing.
I feel like he's going to say the same pitch and try and get something out of you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, like, ever since the beginning, that I think that he was going to try and, like, make a final something with you and me. I've always
No,
thought
but
that.
he never actually did.
I know.
He just kind of like...
I think he never did because he always was like, if, like, we all, like, got taken out, he would still have the other side of the house he could jump to. He just jumped back and forth the whole time.
Yeah.
Kept, like, one foot in the door over there.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean... Comes down to it, I do think he'd probably pick you and I over some people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he would too. I think he would like see you and me as like his shield, kind of.
Yeah.
We should take him with us.
Right.
Little does he know.
He's ours.
1 foot out of the circle.
I know.
I feel bad because he has done a lot of work.
He has, yeah.
Like he's the reason Scotty went home. Like if he hadn't had that idea for that vote, for Brett to claim that vote, that was like genius.
That was a big move.
That was so genius. So I feel like we owe him something, but at the same time, like, you snooze, you lose.
Yeah. But like we're the ones winning, you know.
I know, that's true.
It's like he feels like he has to do this extra work because he's not like winning comps, you know. Like he's doing.
Like make up, like pick up the slack, kind of.
Yeah, he's doing a good job at it.
he's very stressed out.
Yeah.
Poor little JC.
Poor guy. I can tell he's so stressed.
Mm-hmm.
He can't hide it. And he like saw me and you getting close. He's probably like, oh fuck, like what is going on?
I thought that's what he was going to talk to me about at first. I was like, oh god, here it comes. He's like, I've been meaning to talk to you. I'm like,
Uh-oh. He just won't touch that subject.
He won't?
Yeah, not anymore.
good. Did Casey go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
To her have-not room.
Yeah.
What's going on outside?
Brett and Haley are talking
On the hammock?
in the hot tub.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
in the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bess outside?
No, he's in the have-not room.
Damn it. I wish he was observing that.
Right. It's so funny. I didn't even think about that. I'm just gonna see Brett with Haley all the time.
Mm-hmm. Damn, if you were still down there, you should have been like, hey, Bess, wanna go play pool?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I should have. I said something. Oh, Brett knew that song that Haley was talking about. That genital song, fucking course. And I was like, you two are meant to be.
You said that?
Yeah, but Fess was there. I wish Fess was there, though.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So tell me about your husband.
My husband, the one that gave me this ring,
Yeah.
it's on the wrong finger.
Mm-hmm. That's what you want me to think.
There's an imprint from it,
Ouch.
meaning it doesn't come off this finger.
Like, possibly.
It's really hard to get off. Does this look like a wedding ring to you? It's like the farthest thing from it.
Yeah, maybe like an engagement ring. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's not a very good one. If it is.
I agree.
You'll have that huge rock.
Mm-hmm. You can get robbed in Paris.
Oh, yeah. Was that Kim K that got robbed in Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Were you hanging out with her when that happened?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm her assistant.
I knew it.
Is this Caitlin's bracelet?
Yeah. She told me it, the rocks keep you calm.
Calm.
Yeah. And then I put it on right before that house guest only video, and I was calm as fuck, and I won. So I'm like,
Really?
oh, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this on. I've been pretty calm ever since.
That's like a lava rock, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Calming. Surprised JC doesn't give you more shit about wearing this.
I know. Yeah, that's why I want to keep it. That's why I get, like when he tries to mess with her stuff, I tell him like, stop, dude, because I don't want to go with it, and I don't want her to request this back.
So smart. I like it. It looks good on you.
Hey, thanks.
I like this one.
Yeah, I know. Me too. You put stickers on your nails?
Nope. It's just glitter.
Oh, you want some stickers?
No. I'll put them on your nails though.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'd never hear the end of it. What are you trying to do to me?
You have such nice nails.
I do not.
You actually kind of do.
I need to cut them.
You don't bite your fingernails.
Yes,
do
I
you?
do. I'm
you
just
don't.
really good at it. I swear I bite my nails. Oh, you're being sarcastic?
No.
Fuck. Oh,
Your hands are freezing cold.
they're always cold.
Oh my gosh, they're so cold. You have really nice cuticles
Cold-hearted.
too. Cold hands, warm heart. That's
Mm.
what they say.
That's what they say. I need to cut my nails.
You have really nice cuticles. Nice nail beds.
It's the best compliment I've ever gotten.
Tired of
It is
freezing.
warm.
Warm hands, cold heart.
Mm-hmm.
Cold hands, warm heart.
That's how it works. Cold-hearted,
Soulless
soulless, emotionless.
and emotionless.
Just how I like them.
Never get attached.
Yeah.
Stage 0 clinger.
Mm-hmm. Right when Zingbot said that, I was like, oh, that's the one. You have emotions. Try to cover it up with peanut allergies, but I've seen it. Not fooling me.
Yeah, last HOH was a hard week.
Mm-hmm.
This one's gone much smoother so
It has.
far.
So far, so good.
Maybe these stupid cameras.
I know, dude. What do you guys want?
I think he's so self-conscious.
For what?
What?
What are you?
Hmm?
You're self-conscious?
When these cameras just sit here and point at us.
I know. What are you guys waiting for?
What do you want from us?
What do you want from me? You want somebody to walk in so we can spread apart?
They've cut that multiple times.
Yup.
I forget about that. I'm too busy thinking about who's coming up the stairs. I'm like, oh, this is being filmed.
Did you see that?
No? What?
I think there's a ghost on the camera.
Where?
Never mind.
Which one?
I'll
On the
let you
screen?
deal with that.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
On the TV or on
On
the
the
screen?
TV.
I don't see it.
Maybe it's always been there. I don't know. Have fun with that.
What are you talking about? Which?
It's fine. You'll be fine. There was like a thing that poked up above the orange thing on the right in the
Oh.
hallway, and I thought it was
Uh-huh.
like JC's hat. You see that? I thought it looks like JC peeking around the corner.
No, it does. It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. No. I don't know. My eyes are not good.
You take your contacts out.
No.
My eyes are
That way I
very
couldn't
good
sit
either.
here and watch you and Sam have our little conversations. So entertaining to watch.
Did you see me hiding behind the owl?
Yeah. Were you hiding from me?
Yeah.
Did you know I was watching you?
Yeah. I got so happy when I heard the button. Yes.
I was like, I don't know how you're gonna get out of this one, but here you go. Come. What is she doing down there? Still making her
Let's
cake.
find out. Yep. It's like 12:15. I think.
I have sweatpants that look exactly like these.
Of course you do.
Have you seen them?
Are they these?
No.
Oh, he
there's
did go
this.
outside.
Oh, he did?
Perfect.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Does he
Poor
look
dude.
pissed? He's got a hair hanging. Better fix that.
We're savage. You're savage. I like it.
I'm evil.
It's a They deserve it.
I agree.
Tell me a story.
About what? I need a subject.
About the first modeling job you ever got when you moved to LA.
This is actually kind of a good one.
Sweet.
So after I quit pole vaulting, so I signed with an agency probably like a couple months before I quit, but I was in season, so I never like took any jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was traveling every weekend. And then right when I quit, I went to Hawaii like 2 weeks later.
My favorite part.
And when I was in Hawaii, was when like right before Hawaii was when I had like the whole like falling out with my mom. We had a big fight, and she was like, "What are you gonna do with your life? You have no college degree. You're never going anywhere." She was like, "Modeling's never gonna like be able to support you." Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah.
Please do not obstruct your microphone.
Fine. And then she was like, very unsupportive, which is understandable.
Right.
She thought I was just being like emotional.
She was just worried for you.
Yeah. And so I went to Hawaii, and my agent emailed me while I was in Hawaii. She was like, "There's this casting on," I think it was like March 5th. I don't know why I remember that.
March 5th.
And she was like, "It's Mizuno. You know Mizuno?
Yeah.
It's the shoe company."
Yeah.
They're like, "There's a
They're huge.
casting. It was in San Diego in La Jolla."
Ooh.
And went to the casting and met the people. It was like a go-see casting where you meet the client and everything. And they liked me. And like a week later they booked me. It was like my first modeling job ever, and they booked me for like 5 days. I think it was 5 days, like 4 or 5 days, which is like rare to be booked on a job like that many consecutive days.
Yeah.
And it was so ironic because one of the locations we shot at was Chula Vista, like at the training center.
Oh, yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Like inside the training center?
Like right outside like the complex.
That's actually really cool.
It was crazy. It was like so ironic that it like came full circle.
It really does.
And then my mom was like, she didn't realize like modeling how lucrative it can be when you get booked consecutively like that.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh, okay,
Okay, then.
maybe this will work out for you."
Right. Was it just shoes? Or was it everything?
Well, shoes and clothes, but mainly shoes. Remember, I did not do well though. Like, it's weird. Like the way you have to run for modeling is different than how they teach you for track.
Really?
It's like when you're like running for modeling, you have to like run on your toes,
Mm-hmm.
and they want your body to like stop in like a kind of like a leaping position, with like one leg bent forward and the other like straight back. So you're like that kind of.
I know. I'm just picturing like ads.
Yeah, like that like running pose. But in real life, or like if you're running for track and field, it's like the worst form ever, especially for pole vaulters, because you have to run with your feet in front of you to like counterbalance the weight of the pole. And so I was still running like a pole vaulter, so the pictures like didn't look that good. And you should never run on your toes. You're supposed to strike flat-footed and track, and you like pull through, and then like you cycle in front of you, so it's like a circle. So you're never like in that position ever. But so I had to like relearn how to run.
That just looks better.
Mhm. And now when I like work out, it's kind of like a hybrid.
It's like a mix of all of them.
Mhm. But when I run for modeling, it looks like I'm just prancing. It's ridiculous. People even say that. They're like, "Your run looks really, really strange in person, but on camera, it looks great."
And, well, that's what matters.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, well, that's all that matters."
So cool, though. Was it a big ad campaign?
It was pretty big. I think the biggest one that I've done, I don't know if it was necessarily the biggest, I just saw it most, was ASICS. So it was global.
They're huge.
I was like too skinny at that point where I looked kind of like weird. Like
So,
not
like-
athletic.
When was that?
It was like 2016, February. I was like trying to lose all my muscle from pole vaulting, so I just quit eating.
You're trying to lose all your muscle?
Mm-hmm.
You rock that muscle, though.
Yeah, to an extent. Other than it's too much, it's too much.
What was your favorite modeling job? What was the most fun?
My favorite client I worked for, like fun-wise, was Brooks.
The running shoe?
Yeah, they were just like fun people, and the photographer was fun, and we just like literally just like laughed and like goofed off for 3 days straight. It was in Santa Barbara. But my favorite one, like location-wise, was, have you ever heard of Lake Powell?
Lake Powell?
Yeah, it's a lake in Arizona. It's like on the border between Arizona and Utah, I think.
Does it have like crazy cliff jumps and stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's
I
like
think I have.
canyon into a lake.
Yeah.
We did Nike swimwear there, and it was just, we had like a big houseboat, and we just like got to just hang out on the boat and like jump off cliffs and like dive into the water.
That's so cool.
It was so much fun. The water like felt amazing. It was so fun.
That's so cool.
That was the best one ever. With the like photographers and stuff, I remember weren't like that much fun. They're very serious.
How long was that one?
How long ago?
Like how long were you on the houseboat?
It was just 2 days. It was fun. There was like a hot tub on the top.
Damn.
It was so fun. And then we had all these like little boats that would like take us to like small little like creeks, and we could like paddle boarding. It's literally not working. I swear it's the
I
funnest
was
job
about
ever.
to say. Life's gotta be stressful, but like super fun at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So the real reason why my life is more stressful,
Mm-hmm.
ready for it, plot twist, is because I own a company that I run from my home with employees. And so I'm having to manage employees while modeling, working full time and handling like customer service and payroll and
You do?
yes,
Are you kidding me?
yeah. No,
Another one? God, Angela.
don't tell anyone.
Okay.
This is why I have such a huge place, because I have a business that's run out of my apartment. And I like
Life's gotta be stressful, but like super fun at the same time. Life's gotta be stressful, but like super fun at the same time.
mm-hmm. So the real reason why my life is more stressful,
Mm-hmm.
ready for it, plot twist, is because I own a company that I run from my home with employees. And so I'm having to manage employees while modeling, working full time and handling like customer service and payroll and
You do?
yes,
Are you kidding me?
yeah. No,
Another one? God, Angela.
don't tell anyone.
Okay.
This is why I have such a huge place, because I have a business that's run out of my apartment. I have like 6 computers, and my second bedroom is like set up for shipping. And I have people that come in my home and work. And right now my mom is trying to manage things, and I'm terrified
Wow.
that she's fucking it up.
Wow. What is the business?
It's like personalized home decor.
Wow.
And like it's like framed art, kind of like graphic design, but everything's like based around maps. So it's like maps of people's homes, but the maps are like artistic and like colorful. So it's kind of like graphic design, and like framing, if that makes sense.
That's really cool. No way. And you started that yourself?
Yeah, I started it when I was still pole vaulting.
And it's just been building up ever since?
Yeah,
You've
it's
been working on
actually
that?
2 companies. It's like 2 different it's the same like concept, but split into 2 companies that I like market different ways. So it's a lot. Like I literally work 24/7. Like I wake up in the morning and I answer email. I answer like 20 emails before I'm out of bed. I go straight to work and I'll have to like leave, go to a casting, or I have like the whole day that I have to take off and go to a shoot, and I have my employee come in and work for me. And I usually have like 2 to 3 people that are constantly like doing shit. And then my mom's been doing it. I had to teach her how to do everything before I left. And I shut down all, like, because I have a lot of vendors that I sell through. And so I had to, like, tell them, like, I'm leaving the country for 3 months
That's what you
because
said.
of an emergency.
Oh, man.
And they're like, what the fuck? Like, like, my stuff is on their website. And so they're like, well, what do you expect us to do? Just, like, take it off? I'm like, yeah.
You're going to have to. So you want your mom to have to deal with that?
Yeah, she couldn't have handled it. It's like too much. She's doing. So I shut down 2 of the websites, and then she's doing one other like small vendor that doesn't do a whole lot. But I'm concerned that because we filmed the first episode with a lot of it was about like. It was like half about like modeling, half about like my company. And so we filmed in my home, and they talked about like the name of my company and everything.
Right.
And I'm scared that,
It's blowing up right now.
yes,
It is. It probably is.
I'm terrified.
And your mom's just handling all of that.
She's not gonna know how to do it. Like she's gonna die. Like the amount of work that it is, like because it's like very seasonal. So like
Yeah.
the holidays are so busy. And then, like, this time of year is not that busy, but, like, during the holidays, I literally work 12 hours a day. Like, it's insanity.
Wow.
And I'm, like, on shoots, literally taking, like, customer service calls while I'm on lunch breaks. Like, I work 2 jobs 24/7. It's insane.
That's insane.
It's crazy. I honestly don't know how I do it sometimes. So coming into this is literally, like, taking a vacation.
Now that makes total sense.
And I'm constantly dealing with people bitching, customers bitching about absolutely everything. So I have good people skills is because I have to deal with people coming at me, yelling at me about the stupidest little things that
Yeah.
aren't my fault, having to deal with employees that have periods and can't come into work. It's like, it's exhausting.
Do your employees know how to handle everything?
They can't do everything. I'm scared to give them. Well, see, when I was 23, I had 2 people working for me, and they could do everything. Like, I taught them everything, and I basically kind of checked out. Like, I was, like, had everything on autopilot. I was just kind of, like, answering emails here and there. And I really wasn't doing much, like, work modeling. I was just having fun, like, having too much fun and not really working.
Yeah.
But everything was, like, I was, like, being able to pay my bills, but I wasn't doing shit with my life. And I was like, this is not healthy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really enjoy this life of just being like, I don't know, not doing, like, working
Not
towards
doing it.
anything.
Yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I fired her. She was great, though. It didn't end well.
It did.
Having to fire her, yeah, no. It was really bad. She cried.
Oh, no.
Sam.
I just
Is
don't
that
want to
an
go back
option?
to it. Yeah, it's easy. I think, it's definitely doable to sell it, but I have to be very hands-on with whoever I sold it to because it's a lot. It's like kind of like a learning curve to understand, like, how the whole process works. And there's, like, so many different platforms that we sell on that have, like, so many different, like, rules, and certain companies only ship with, like, UPS. Certain ones only use the postal service. You have to make sure that their packages go to the right place, and if they don't, you're fucked. And it's like so many fine, like, details that it's just, like, overwhelming to try and, like, teach anyone.
I can imagine.
But I've done it before because I've had like 4 different people work for me, and I've had to teach all of them. And my last employee, before I fired her, I had her train a new girl, and I was like, well, I just need like an extra person on board with like the holiday season coming up, and so I had this girl train this other girl, and then I fired the girl that trained the girl.
Because the new girl was better?
Took her place, yeah.
Wow.
She was like, you had me train this girl, then you fired me and she took my place. I was like, yes, that's exactly what happened.
That's what's happening, yeah.
She was like, and you didn't even give me any notice. I was like, sweetheart, when you get let go from a job, you don't get 2 weeks notice. That's if you're leaving a job.
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
That's incredible. I'm so impressed right now. I'm so impressed. I don't know why I would never just put this together.
Did it seem like there was something missing?
There was something. I knew there was something. So you can talk about the name of your business.
I think so.
What's it called?
It's called Papered Moments.
Papered Moments.
Yeah, it's like, so like the things are like, we work with a lot of real estate agencies that use them as closing gifts. So it'll be like a map in the shape of a home. And like the map is like their actual like house. Like their house will be like, so it's like a shape of a home. It's like our most popular one. And there's like a heart in the corner. And we put like the actual home inside the heart. And like the rest of the map is like the surrounding parts of like the city. So you'll see like major highways. You'd see like Sea Pine Circle or whatever, and like 270, you see like all that kind of like details in the map. And then it'd be like our first home, the Smith family established, whatever. And then it's like matted, and then we have like frames that we use too. So it's like a piece of art you'd hang on your wall. So it's like graphic design kind of.
Did you come up with that?
Yeah, I started it when I was still pole vaulting.
How?
Back in Tennessee. I needed to pay my rent. I was broke. I had no money. My mom was like, you need to start paying rent. We can't support you. And I was like, fuck.
So you just learned graphic design? Was that your major?
No.
You just learned it. You just picked it up.
I just figured it out.
Wow.
When your back's against the wall, you figure shit out. A lot of Google. A lot of YouTube watching.
And you just started selling them online?
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, it like paid my rent. I was able to like live off of it when I was still in San Diego. And that's when I started modeling too, which was like supplemental income at the time, so I could like afford to live by myself and not have to like rely on my family. And then the Christmas after I moved from San Diego, when I was moving from San Diego to LA, I had all my stuff in storage. I went home to get a boob job. And literally it blew up, like out of nowhere. Just blew the fuck up.
How? Did somebody just pick it up? And
I have no idea. Literally just one day, all of a sudden sales just went through the roof. Like it was Christmas time and it just like, I don't know, it just caught on or something. And I had just gotten my tits done. I was on so much drugs that I could not function. I was having to work 12 hours a day on Oxycontin or whatever the fuck pain medicine. My eyes were rolling in the back of my head. I couldn't move my arms. I have like my mom doing stuff for me, my brother doing stuff for me. It was the most before I moved to LA, and I knew that like my bills were gonna just be like outrageous. Like my rent just almost tripled going from San Diego to LA.
Right.
I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know if I can like book the jobs that I need to be able to afford like rent. Like rent in LA is like, it's like $2,000 to $4,000 a month.
Yeah, it's insane, I've heard.
Depending on like how nice your place is. And so I was like, my rent's tripling. Like, I don't know if I can afford this. I'm going to be stressed. And then like I had this month where it just like went through the roof, and I like was able to save enough so I felt like comfortable like having rent be a lot more expensive, and I wouldn't have to be like every month like, okay, am I going to make ends meet?
Right.
Just everything timed out so perfectly.
Then how long after that did you move?
I moved to LA like January 4th, and I was home for like, I think it was Thanksgiving. through January 4th. And I was like just running my business from my home on Hilton Head. I have all the stuff that I can like go home and work. But it's just annoying because now I don't have anyone working for me. And so when I turn everything back on, if I turn everything back on, it's going to be all on me. Like, I have to do everything.
Yeah.
And that's
so you had
like,
to let all your employees go
mm-hmm.
just before this?
Yep.
Wow.
They're actually independent contractors.
Okay.
So that I don't call them employees. So I don't have to give them benefits. So they're independent contractors that I hire out on a hourly basis. And then it's easier for taxes. That's why I do my own taxes, by the way. It makes sense too. And I also have to do that when I get out of here. Oh, it's a nightmare. And so I'm like literally freaking out that things could be going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And right before I came in, there's a company that like saw my business and literally copied it, like to the like duplicated everything.
Are you serious? You don't have patents?
You can't. It's like you can't trademark it because if you change like the smallest little thing about it, it becomes like new, like a new, like
a new thing
thing.
you have to
Yeah.
get trademarked.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, you can like waste all your time and money like getting patents and trademarks or whatever they're called, licensing. But they change one thing and then it becomes like a new piece of art. And art is there's like some kind of like rule. It's like if you change it this percentage, it becomes like your own thing. Like. And so, like, a company literally copied everything. Like, even the fonts and stuff. Like, it was ridiculous.
Like, right before this?
Mm-hmm. And I found it, like, online. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, it was, like, insane. Like, how, like, identical it was. I was, like, so pissed.
Were they
There's nothing I
doing
could do
better
about
than,
it.
than yours was?
Oh, I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, you can't really tell if they're doing well or not. But
Right.
it all comes down to how well they market their stuff and what they're spending on like SEO and all like the pay-per-click advertising and all that kind of bullshit, like Google AdWords and that shit. So I don't know.
So you have to worry about that now.
Yeah.
Competing, going back.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with the business after this?
I don't know. I don't really want to do it anymore. I'm just so over it, but it's like it's just, I don't know, it's like too good to give up.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's like, I don't know, at the same time, it's like my baby.
You built it from nothing.
Yeah, I built it literally from the ground up.
Would you ever hire anybody to run it for you?
Yeah, but that's what I did, and I just wasn't happy doing that either, because there was still so much I had to deal with.
Yeah.
And like just like all of the emails of people with problems just is like exhausting. I swear, like I would be like my like week I would be like driving to a casting, answering emails on my phone of people bitching, like while I'm like I seriously worked nonstop. I'd be sitting in like waiting rooms, like answering emails, dealing with bullshit. It's just constant like negativity like thrown at you, like
Yeah.
this is wrong, this is a problem, this got lost, this person can't find their shit, this person put the wrong shipping address, this person needs to change this. Like it's just like I just want to like kill everyone at times.
That's a lot. That's a lot to handle by yourself.
It's so stressful.
I can't even imagine.
I have breakdowns like weekly, and my poor mom has to deal with it. She's my support system.
Can't wait to meet your mom.
She's the best. I see I'm writing something.
Looks like it.
Yeah, so that's my life outside of this place. Extremely stressful.
Wow.
You should see my home. It's like my living room has 5 computers in it.
So you thought we were gonna just roll up to your halfway house and be like,
They're like,
why do you
"Whoa."
have 5 computers?
Yeah, they're like, what are all these giant work tables here for?
Oh, by the way.
What is this roll of bubble wrap the size of a car doing in here?
It
No.
all makes sense.
My employees think I'm crazy because I get like massive truck deliveries of frames, and I'm like standing outside my condo, like, and they're like unloading it on like a palette.
Yeah.
I'm having to like undo all this bubble wrap and shit off this palette and like unpack boxes. And my neighbor's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, just don't worry about it.
Don't worry. We're good.
Just don't ask questions. Carry on.
That is incredible. You built that from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally do anything. You literally have done everything.
Not quite. Kidding.
You can do anything you want to do. You are such a...
Everyone
What's
can
the
do
word?
everything they want to do if they put their mind to it.
You're so driven. It's crazy. You just make everything work.
Like just tunnel vision. When I have an idea.
You just go.
Yeah.
I really like that. It's so cool.
Thank you.
You sure that's it?
No, that's really it. I promise this time.
Okay. You know I'll look at your reflection every time I ask you, and I'll catch you.
I've been wanting to tell you, but I was like, do I say anything?
Entrepreneur. So you had all this back on season 17 too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had it since 2013.
2013.
My company. That's when it originated. What year is it?
Gymnast.
2008?
It is 2008, yes. Yeah. It's crazy. 18. You don't know what year it is?
I forgot for a second. I keep looking at expiration dates on boxes and I get really confused.
It
at
could be
what
2019.
year it really is.
For all I know, it could be 2020. It could have been in here for 2 years by now. I don't know. Gymnast, pole vaulter, almost Olympian, fitness model, business owner. Am I missing anything?
No, I think you got it all. Hilton Head local.
Hilton Head
Most
local.
importantly.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
The first episode is like me working in my like home, and I had like one of my friends, like, 'cause I'd already fired out my people that were like working for me,
Mm-hmm.
and so I had like one of my friends pretend like she was my assistant. I'm like, just stand here and like just fold this shit up, stamp these envelopes.
Running on the beach, you said.
I did.
Uh-huh.
No, I did.
I believe you.
That was part of it. It was me running on the beach, like working out,
Mm-hmm.
and me playing beach volleyball, and a fake photo shoot where I found the key on the lighting thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then in my home working, talking about my company.
I'm impressed,
Thank you.
but I'm hurt.
Why?
Day 68. You finally break your little secrets.
That's it, though.
That's it, though.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the last one, I promise, guys.
Yeah.
When you said, so when it says on your thing, like,
Mhm.
fitness model, I'm like, no.
Probably not.
No, it doesn't. It does say fitness model, but I think there's like a slash. It's like half and half.
You guys know if there's more. I know you know.
I don't even know how I'd go about like explaining that though. It's such a long explanation. When people ask like about my company, I like don't even know what to say about it. I usually just don't talk about it and pretend like I don't own a company.
Well, you explain it pretty well. I get it. I totally get why your life is so stressful. It's constant.
Yeah, it's nonstop.
This really has to be a vacation.
You have no idea. No idea.
100 days of just chilling.
I haven't had a day of not working since like 2013.
Wow.
There's like not a single day where I won't at least like answer emails or like do something. Like there's inventory, there's emails, there's like ordering supplies, there's like doing shipping stuff, there's printing out invoices, there's sending invoices, there's mailing boxes, ordering more cardboard boxes, try not to run out of supplies.
And you do all of this.
I do all of it except for like the like bitch work, for lack of a better word. Like the spray adhesive, like creating stuff. I do like the manager stuff. My mom's doing it though, and I'm just like so scared. So scared.
Did she ever know how to handle it before at all?
Well, yes, because so when I was living in Tennessee, she like wanted, I was like telling her about my business, and she was like, I want to do something like that. I was like, you should, like, just like start like a little something. And she was like, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, let's go online, like let's just like look through like some of the things that you think you could like potentially like, you know, like sell online. And like, ever seen like the laser engraved cutting boards?
Yeah.
So my ex had a laser engraver. I don't know why he had it, but it was like this huge one, and he never used it. And I was like, can I give this to my mom? And he's like, oh, it's expensive, but sure. And so I drove it from Tennessee to Hilton Head, and I taught her how
Every other class, I never got
I made
lower than like a
100.
B.
to process. And you have to process the orders, and then you have to invoice them. Then you have to send the invoice. So it's kind of like a long process, and she understands like all the steps to it. So it wasn't like that much learning.
It's just transitioning from hers to yours.
Yes, exactly.
Does she still do hers?
Yeah, she still does hers too. I don't know how she's handling it, honestly. I don't even know. I'm hoping it's not like going crazy. I have no idea though.
I totally get it when you said you think about what's going on outside of this and you freak out and get anxiety.
Oh my god, I spiral out
You
of
can't
control.
even believe it. Man. I'm sure everything's alright.
I hope so.
You'll know exactly what to do outside of this.
I'm just leaning towards selling the company and getting rid of it. I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm so burnt out.
Sure, there'll be so many other opportunities after this too. You won't even have to do that, you know?
Yeah.
You'll be so busy from other things. You probably won't be able to.
That's the thing, is like I don't think I'll have time to do it. Like to get it up, to get it to where it needs to be from where it is now, because everything's like turned off. Is gonna take months, like months of just like hard work.
Yeah. You don't know if you're willing to
Yeah, I just don't know if I
put
have.
that in.
Yeah, I don't know if I have like the time to commit to that. And
I
like
get that.
it costs like so much more to like keep the company, because I have to have a home that's like so many square feet that I have room for everything.
Right?
But it's nice because it's a big tax write-off, because I have like so much square footage I use for my company. So I'm able to write off that amount of square footage from my rent as a tax write-off.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, which makes like living so much easier. I mean, you still have to pay for it every month, but still, like, I take it out
Comes
of my
back.
income.
Yeah. That's incredible. How crazy was it for you to not be able to talk about that for 70 days?
It was so hard. You have no
That's
idea.
stressful. Does that build up in your head?
You have
That has got to be
no
building up in
idea.
your head.
It's the only thing I'm stressed out about being here. I'm not stressed about modeling whatsoever, because all I do is I come back and everything's the same. Like, nothing bad can happen.
Yeah.
Really, like, nothing bad can happen, but so much could go wrong. And I almost left everything, like, turned on and just was going to be like, have like my employee just come in full time instead of part time, or my independent contractor, that's what I'm supposed to call her. And I'm so glad I didn't do that, because that would have been hell. That would have been a nightmare.
For them and for you when you got out.
Yeah. But it's nice though, because I know I have some sort of income right now.
Yeah. It's got to be really nice.
But I just have no clue what it could be doing. I honestly have no idea.
That's so crazy. I can't even imagine how stressful that must be to have this.
Have a company that you own running right now,
And you can't even
and you have
see
no
it.
idea what's going on with it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrifying. Terrifying. I told my mom, like, if it gets too stressful, just like turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's good about like e-commerce businesses, is that all you have to do is like click a button. It's like pause.
Pause.
And I wanted to do that, but I was afraid that like if I did come back and I wanted to like get everything going again, it would have lost like so much momentum that like trying to get the ball rolling again was just going to be like more than I could handle. Like I wouldn't be able to get it off the ground again. It was like such a like I was like going back and forth in my head for so long. Like, do I just say fuck it and turn it all off? Do I just turn some of it off? Do I just say screw it and let it go and just see what happens when I come back? And just cross my fingers and hope for the best.
Right.
And I was like, no.
This could be a good thing for you, though, to realize exactly what you want to do with it afterwards, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's all worth it to
Yeah.
continue it on.
But like it's tied me down for so long. Like I've never been able to take off like consecutively more than like 2 weeks where I was like off the grid. Like if I left for more than like 2 weeks, I like can't not work for more than 2 weeks.
Right. It's just
Like 2
impossible.
weeks, yeah. So it's like I can never like really like travel that much or ever, because I can like handle it if I have like Wi-Fi, but only to a certain extent. Even having like people that can work full time, like I always have to be somewhat hands-on,
Mm-hmm.
because there's just situations that always come up that they don't know how to deal with.
How many employees do you usually keep at a time that actually know what's going on?
I usually have 2 to 3, but
2 to 3.
right before I left, I just had like 1, and then my mom was like kind of stepping in, and then I was working more too.
It's crazy. So you basically pretty much do everything and are the only one that they all can come to
Mm-hmm.
for every single problem.
Yep. It's like I'm the bottleneck to every situation. Like
Mhm.
everything has to flow through me at some point. But I also kind of have a problem where I'm a control freak and I'm scared to let go of like responsibility to other people,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that I can do it better and I can do it faster and be more efficient at it. And so I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time like being like, okay, it's going to take them a long time to get to where you are with how fast you can do things, but you just have to be patient
Right.
and know that nothing they do is going to be perfect, and they're not going to do it as well as you can because you've been doing it for 6 years. Just be patient.
That's how it can grow, you know? And that's what takes the workload off of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough scenario to try to overcome. It's like a lot of trust and confidence that you have to have in a lot of different people.
Exactly. And then I get like mad when they make mistakes, and I shouldn't, because they're human. But they've made some big mistakes that were really big problems.
I understand that, though.
But,
It's like your baby, you built it.
Mhm.
You want everything to be perfect.
Yeah, but like it's like everything is so detail oriented that like if there's a typo in something, like we had a real estate company in New York that would send us like a couple hundred orders a month, and if she sent out like at one point she was doing all this company, like this was like her account that she was like taking care of, and she sent out like a ton of orders that had like the wrong date on them. It was like 2017 instead of 2018.
Oh, man.
And it was a nightmare because we had to figure out which ones were wrong, correct all of them, resend them out. It was just like, it was the biggest headache ever. And like she felt bad, and I like couldn't let her see that I was pissed because it was obviously like a mistake.
Right.
It's like shit like that. Like it's like the smallest little things can cause such a huge problem, and that just causes like anxiety all the time. I'm always like worried something's gonna happen like that.
You have a lot on your plate.
I did too much. It's my fault though.
You like it that way.
Yes and no. I like to stay busy, but at the same time, like it's excessive. I'm gonna die young from stress.
No, you're not.
But you kind of, I don't know, I kind of got to the point where I was like, not enjoying, like, work was just so, like, so crazy, and I never got to, like, enjoy, like, I don't know, life, I guess.
Yeah. When was that point?
I don't know, it's like every time I start getting really busy, every, like, season, it's like just working 7 days a week, never taking a day off. Then I'm like, okay, I have everything I want, but am I really happy? Usually not.
That's what matters, though.
Exactly.
That's why you'll know exactly what to do after this.
I think so.
I don't think there's any need to stress too much about things you can't control, you know?
I just wish I could just, like, ask my mom, like, is everything okay? Just give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Or is everything not okay?
I'm sure everything's fine. Everything always works itself out.
I made my mom this email. I was telling Casey this earlier. I made my mom an email called Angela's Mom at
Yeah.
gmail.com. And I like told all the vendors. I didn't tell Casey what the vendors. I told my agencies that if they needed to like get a hold of me, like this is my mom's email. I told all the vendors like if you need to get a hold of me, this is the email you need to go through. They're probably like Angela's mom.
Angela's mom. It's a good way to do it. Man. This was like for you to come on this show, right? This was like a thing for you to kind of just stop everything.
No, I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it so bad.
Just like a change.
I don't think I ever would have stopped. It would have just been like a circle of me like working myself into the ground and just like never enjoying life because I'm constantly stressed out and on the go, being worried about everything.
Exactly.
And this was just like, I don't know, like liberating that everything will be okay if I turn everything on. Like, I never thought that I could just be like, get away from it all.
Yeah, that's exactly what you needed, I'm sure.
Because I really think I never would have stopped. I would have just like continued and like gone through so much of my life just like with my like the blinders on, like working nonstop and never enjoying it. And then I would have looked back at like 30 something and been like, wow, I just spent my whole youth just like doing nothing but working and not enjoying my life.
Right.
And I have nothing to show for it. Like no experiences, like nothing memorable besides like dealing with plastic tape and shipping labels.
Yeah, you want more out of life than that.
Mm-hmm.
The universe knew that.
I did.
That's why you're on Big Brother. That was a Caitlyn thing to say. But it's true.
I totally think it is.
You're gonna be just fine after this. I think you know that.
I think everything will work out. Not sure how yet, but I think it will.
I'm personally pretty happy you came on the show.
Me
So
too.
that's just me.
Likewise. Thank you, production. Is JC waiting for you?
Yeah. Probably. I feel like I finally kind of know Angela.
I think that's it.
Did you just open up to me?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
I'm not good at that.
Yes, you are. I'm not either. Can't even imagine the stress you have to deal with. I really admire you for that. It takes a lot to even just come on this show too. And with all that added stress, it's insane.
It always like pissed me off when people would like talk about how hard their lives are. Like Sam complains about her labor and stuff. Rockstar complains about having kids and everything else. I'm just like, bitch, you don't know. We all work hard.
But you just can't stand up and say it.
Mm-mm. I'm like, yeah, my life's really hard. I take pictures.
Yeah, I can imagine. That just makes me even more pissed off. The fact that people call you like entitled and stuff.
Princess.
And princess. They have no idea. Say you don't have heart and drive. They literally have no idea.
They'll find out when they get off this.
They'll find out when they get evicted by you. That's what's been happening. I'm excited to know you outside of the show. I can't wait to see all these things.
What could Sam possibly be doing still?
Lemon pound cake. And the dishes.
It's taken like 6 hours.
I know.
She literally started this morning at 10.
I know.
Okay, that makes it 12, 14 hours.
Poor JC.
He's like, where is Tyler?
What the fuck is he? He's gonna be so mad at me. You have no idea how happy I am. I love finding out secrets. Especially about you. Getting you to talk.
Huh?
Getting you to talk for once.
What?
I love getting you to talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew you had more.
Did you?
I did. I felt it.
Did you?
Fitness model, pole vaulter. Gotta be more. And I'm still not even convinced that's it.
No, that's it.
Actually, honestly, I don't know if you could fit much more in there, so. Unless you were like a child actor or something.
Like before gymnastics.
Yeah, before gymnastics.
Nope. No family secrets.
No family secrets.
Mm-mm. Uh-oh, Sammy's eating ice cream.
Mm-mm. What should I tell JC when he has this talk with me? It's probably going to be the same talk he had with you.
I don't know. Yeah, just make sure he knows, like, we have a few more weeks of not having to worry about it, just so he knows he's not, like, next in line.
Mm-hmm.
And then just be like, and if, you know, when the time comes a few weeks down the road, we're just gonna have to, you know, battle it out. And I think we're all mature enough to realize that this is a game.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, I don't know, be adults about it and not act like little children and get offended.
Right. He'll be okay.
And make sure you acknowledge that, you know, how much hard work he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Because he literally thinks that he's been, like, behind every single eviction.
Yeah.
Like, it was all his doing. Like, he
Yeah.
got us all to vote the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't all talking to each other.
Right.
In his head, that's what he thinks.
I know. I'll do that. It's a weird balance because, like, I want him to know that, like, you're good with him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want to, like, hype you up too much to him. Because then he'll be like, oh, okay. well, you're obviously in a showman's with her and you're trying to cover for her, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, before, I would always do it and it was normal, but now everyone thinks there's something going
I
on.
know, it's like
you
I
know?
can't say your name and you can't say my name
Yeah,
without them
exactly.
being like looking at you
Mhm.
sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. Whenever I say like your name, I always say it with Casey's.
That's good.
I'm always like Casey and Tyler. But at the same time, it's not because I don't want them to think we're like some kind of alliance or something.
I know, right? I don't know where Rockstar would possibly have gotten that from. In her speech. Alliance. What the hell is that?
She missed a few people.
Yeah. She did. Everything's gonna work out. Think Casey's gonna win this HOH?
I sure hope so.
I feel it.
I really hope so. But if she does, I hope it's not a double eviction because I want her to have her room and everything.
Oh yeah, I know.
And get the whole HOH experience.
Right. I'm definitely going for it.
I will watch and cheer you guys on. I hate not being able to do anything.
That
It's so
sucks.
like, I feel so helpless.
Right. We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine in your real life, just like everything's been fine in here.
In our fake life.
In our fake life. This is your new life.
Sometimes I don't want to go back to my real life. I'm like,
Nah.
I'm kind of okay with this.
Yeah, it's not
Can we
bad.
just press the pause button
Yeah,
on day 68? Today was a good day.
it was a good day. Another month.
That's so crazy.
That's insane. I just got anxiety
Why?
real hard. I don't know. Just thinking about this
Another
being
month.
over. Freaks me out.
Me too. And I'm not gonna be able to go alone. Like it's gonna be so scary.
No. Definitely not.
Like seriously, when we were stuck in those damn rooms for the quarantine shit for that
Mhm.
video, I'm like seriously like having separation anxiety from everyone.
No.
Like I need to see them. Where are they? What are they doing?
What are they
I hear
talking
Brett
about?
jumping. What is he doing? What is Tyler doing? What are they talking about?
Mhm. Exactly. I know it, that exact feeling. It's like just Brett and I too for 6 hours. That was crazy.
It was probably really good for you guys
Oh,
though.
it was very good. It's good for all four of us, really.
Yeah.
I feel like he's, like you can tell now, he's just good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. He's not afraid to like just like joke around and
Mm-hmm.
be normal again.
I just like told him, I was like, dude, trust me. I seriously understand. Like the first 40 days, I had to do that. Just constantly just worrying about you guys all just like, damn, Tyler's never with us, you know? We don't really know him that well.
Mhm. Yeah, because we really didn't.
I know. I
I
hated
always,
it.
I always felt like it was hard to talk to you.
I know, I hated it. Like we were all always on the same like game page. But then it was just like a little check-in here and there.
Yeah.
We would just like hang out. And you guys are the only people I ever wanted to hang out with.
Yeah, you had to be real weird.
Yeah. See, this is why I'm awkward.
I thought you genuinely didn't like hanging out with us.
No,
I was
that's
like,
not
he
true at
never
all.
wants to like play pool with us or like play stupid games.
That's all I ever wanted to do.
I was like, he never hangs out in the hammock with us.
I was a lone wolf. Remember?
Yeah, who did you hang out with?
It's like fucking Caitlin.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you and Caitlin.
Caitlin and like Scotty. And like,
Was that so annoying hanging out with Caitlin?
yeah, constant just. I'm trying to get away. And other than that, I'll just bounce around to everybody. Just a little bit, little bit, little bit. I was definitely thinking you guys hated me.
No. I thought it was the other way around.
Haley and Brett with that nice one-on-one.
Hammock date.
How's they're fighting? Look at.
So funny.
They're fighting. I feel so much better these days. Getting to know you guys. And you especially. For no particular reason. Your secret's safe with me.
I know it would be.
Oh, he's killed. Hey! Hey!
What's up? Being more approachable.
I'll be back
You
after
don't need
pee.
to be any more approachable than
No.
right now.
Oh, now I'm too approachable.
Like right now, everyone just know everyone. We're only like 8.
It's true.
It's
You right.
you going.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed in the jar?
No.
Who's there?
What's up?
Who's there?
Oh, no one's out here.
Oh, that's why we are alone in the
Yeah,
jar.
it's just us.
So I got out of the shower and I was like I had to talk to Angela just to see like kind of where her head is at, you know, because I can tell you like what I was telling you before that I just like been like working for the group or whatever. Now like I kind of like feel like kind of left out
Yeah.
because yeah I was working.
I'm at the same point.
I was working for the group, protecting all of them or whatever, and now like they're all like making like 3 deals or whatever. So I straight up like thought I'm like. I'm not even like a little bum out because I don't want anything. I'm bum out because I worked so hard for the group. I worked my ass off to keep her in this house because everyone was always targeting her. And then like what? Casey just floating around, walking around, doing nothing for no one. Like that, and then got to know they are like super BFFs right now. And yeah, they have like a 2 deal. I mean, I didn't tell her I had that. I just told her like, no, I'm just
Yeah, but
ready.
you just said final 3.
Huh?
You just said final 3 before.
Final 3 what?
Is that what you just said, that you think that there's a final 3?
Final 2 or 3? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm right there.
And then like the bottle of wine was, I showered there. The bottle of wine was right there too, right next to the bathtub, and it was 3 liter cups. They drank like last night or whatever they're doing. The other guy like waking up like 10 in the morning, going up there. The other one like I mean, honestly, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm saying this to make myself feel better, but like I honestly, the two HOH that Angela won, one of them was luck, the other one was really the gift that gave them, that was good. Casey were this one and stuff, but like when it comes to social, they haven't done anything. Angela is basically in this game because of me. Casey, the only thing she's done is just float around. I've been like fucking like spying for the other group. I feel like I work in the CIA. Like convincing fucking,
And just, you don't think I've been doing the same?
Yeah, no, I give you a
No, I agree. I'm saying what I'm
You
saying
know, like-
is I recognize what you've
like
been doing.
flipping
because
boat and shit, and now like they're like all like together, they are like, you know. So they, yeah, do you want me to
they're
feel
taking
like
credit.
you taking credit and that making find out 3 things or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So what do you want me to feel like super happy about it? No, I don't feel happy about it.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is don't roll over.
I really need to talk to you. We need to talk to you more, like, because I want to.
I don't believe that you don't approach guys at the bar.
Person.
I don't actually count as a person. JC doesn't enjoy my company. He's either torn between going to the pink room alone, sitting here awkwardly with me,
I literally told them I'm here.
or not going upstairs or not going outside.
I
so,
literally told them I'm here with Sam alone.
yeah. So basically, he's here alone, basically. Right. So.
Good, Sammy.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. Eat as much as you want.
I'm actually gonna eat some of that tomorrow. I cannot wait.
Oh, you should.
Which means like I'm gonna start eating it right now. Fuck. Then brush my teeth again.
You don't have to.
I want to. I just don't wanna like. I thought my stomach was feeling. All
You
this
need to go to
cinnamon
bed
rolls.
because you're a cranky little son.
Oh, you don't know me. Wait till we're out of this house. You're gonna see the real crankiness. The real crankiness.
Wait till we're not on national television and you get cranky with me, you little motherfucker. 3 times. I will
You think
pick
you're-
you up
you
and
think-
throw you.
You think you're crazy? You're blah blah blah. I'm not blah blah blah. I'm batshit crazy.
Okay.
I don't speak.
Okay.
I exit.
I execute. I terminate.
On your face.
I terminate. On
I
your
will
face.
destroy you on your face. Okay.
I will conquer you.
Is it like
No, you wouldn't like it.
I really trying so hard to not eat it right now.